Right. I'm here in the nuns to get myself cleared out of lies that was left on me by Paul by putting it up on Facebook. He said that I pinched his child and left bruises on his child. He is the fella that's beating the child and also calling her very bad names by calling her handicap and calling her pig's face. A child that I reared, that never, he's innocent, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He left the lies on me. And also Rebecca, she's no bigger book. Because she was on the dreaming to me on the phone and she kept telling me what Paul was doing to her in the apartment. She was the one that told me that Paul was doing nothing when he called the child very bad names. And he was doing nothing when he beating her. Because Thursday, I went to her apartment after coming from Ballina, and she asked me to go to her apartment. I went to her apartment. I couldn't leave the apartment until nearly 9 o'clock that night, because I went to collect her child with Tom Jared to bring him out to my house, because she had an appointment next morning in the hospital at 8 o'clock and it was too early to drag the child out of the bed. For her own safety, she had no other choice, because he threatened her in the house. When he got the child out of the house, he was crucifying her. So she came out to my house. Next day then, we went into town. I parted her. She kept ringing my phone that he wouldn't let her into the apartment. So that evening then, she rang me when I was at home, and I got Tom Jarrett, and I put him in the pram, and I walked all the ways into town, because Paul put my name into it, that he wouldn't let me around the apartment anymore. And the reason why Paul won't let me into the apartment, because he cannot be at her, or he cannot call his child names in front of me. Paul, why would you go along and do that to your child? A child that I reared. I reared her. She's mine. I love her to bits. And that's breaking your heart. You're in a nice situation now with social workers up in your back, all over the head of you. Rebecca and her child was a long time in my house, and no such thing was a social worker that came to my door. Since you got out, you were doing nothing, only giving Rebecca the height of scandal, and that's that book there, and Tom's massacred, Michael's massacred, because she's the one that told me everything what you were doing to her. 5:30 last week, all hours in the morning, you went in, you crashed up Marty to her. You're doing nothing, only giving her the height of scandal about Marty. That's all you're doing. She had to drag her child out of the bed at 5:30 in the morning and go into the spirit room. And a few weeks ago, about could be a week and a half or 2 weeks before that, you punched the head of her, made a boxing bag out of her head and left lumps as big as eggs on her head, because her head was sore. When you were beating her, she had her child in her arms. And you can't go back and say that you didn't call the child very bad names, because you do not want to call her pig's face. Why would you have any respect for Lexi when you didn't rear her? I reared her. Since the night she came out of hospital, I took her over until you got out. And I reared her. And you know that. You left lies in me. I'd be no grandmother to go along and beat my grandchild that I die for. And you know that. I'd be no grandmother. There's something in you that you need to get out. Do you hear that? Rebecca went along this morning, threatened my windows, and called her own brother Wakeheart. And we have proof in Texas screenshot in that. Right? I had money belonged to the child, but you're not getting it. I'm buying stuff out of it for the child. And I'm putting stuff up on Facebook, what I buy for the child. You went along yesterday and you said that I never see the face of that child. I will see that child, because I'm bringing that child to court. Because I'm entitled to see that child. Because I have a solicitor and a social worker working for me. Because I am not letting you go with this, Paul. All you were good for was beating her in the apartment. Right? You went along up on Facebook and you said, I murdered Rebecca's first child that she was having in Ballina. Do you remember that night? And that Bible is there, Tom is there, Michael is there. When me and you were drinking, me and you got into an argument, right? You thrown a pint glass at me, and I wanted you out of my house, and I was getting the guards for you. When you heard about guards, you bolted upstairs, right? A few minutes after, I was giving me a go down the stairs, rolling and shouting on the couch. Rebecca came down, and I swear that Bible is there. And I swear poor Michael and poor Tom and the masquerades, she stood at the sitting room door because there was witness there. She ran up the stairs. She told you that I kicked her. I couldn't have kicked her because there was witness there. You were the boy that bed whore above in the stairs with your big knuckle thing that you had, right? You went along there. She's after having another miscarriage of you because you kicked it out of her, right? We're lucky to have Lexi, because I'll tell you why we're lucky to have Lexi. Because Rebecca just found out she was having her when you went to jail. If you hadn't to get jail, Rebecca wouldn't have Lexi today, because you'd have kicked it out of her. And every child that she'll have, you'll kick it out of her. Because you definitely done that. You left lies on me that I done it, but you done it a few weeks ago. She lost the child, because you better and better. And you can't go back at it. And I swear in that Bible there, because she tells me everything. You are red rotten with jealousy of a Marty. 5:30 in the morning, you're in Baitner, punching the head, and the scandal Rebecca got. You were doing nothing and cashing it up to her since. And you see that Bible, and poor Tom and Michael is there. Do you see you, Rebecca? And I have my hand in that Bible, what you done to your own mother, and what you done to your own brother to call him names. A word you will never get out of my mouth, and that Bible is there. Do you hear that? And I mean that. Or a thing I will never do for you. Because when he went to jail, I took you in. I got you caring for me. And any money that I ever got a fee, that was my own share out of cares. That's my money. You'll get no more cares. And believe me, you won't, because I got it stopped. You can go along now and do what you want, but I'll see you on the 21st of March at 10:30 in the court for Lexi. Right. And there's another thing now I must do now as well, to get myself cleared out. And while the book is here, Michael's mascot is there, Tom's there, Our Lady's here. She's right here, or Our Blessed Lady, I'm in the nuns. You went along yesterday and cashed up that I said was talking about a certain, what I done to a certain grave in Clamars. And I swear in that Bible is there, I never mentioned no graves in Clamars. Never did. And you said that's the reason why my windows was getting broke. Why are you going along bringing other people's graves into that you know nothing about? As same as you're bringing the dead people into it, Michael and Tom. They're nothing to you and never will be nothing to you. Do you hear that? Never. Leave their names out of your mouth. And also Rebecca, she's no bigger book, because she was the one that done have the texting yesterday. And are coming to me and me, crying into her face, begging her what's happening and telling me everything. Blackmailing me then, whatever I say, go back and tell him everything. As same as she was telling me everything about him. That's the daughter I have. A daughter that I swear that book, a word she'll never get out of my mouth, that she left a lie in me. And when I'm 6 foot under, she has that over her shoulders for the rest of her life. She can go along now and put up with her hard life that she's going to have with him, because I don't care if she was left gummy. I don't care if she was left in a wheelchair with a beating that I give her, because she's no daughter of mine now. I've been one daughter now. And another thing, he went along yesterday and put up on Facebook that I was backbiting Stacey. That's what he did. Me to backbite Stacey. Everyone knows that I would let the smoke of the fire on Stacey. And you know that, and that's why you're jealous of that. I would let the smoke on her. Now mind to sit down and backbite Stacey. And you know that. You dirty old thing, you, the two of you, you're not fit to be a mother and father, because you're evil people, and that Bible is there. You're evil. You shouldn't be around a child, because the social worker is very bad up the child's back now. And I will see you in court the 21st of March at 10:30. Right? And I have nothing else to say. And I'm not going on Facebook, and I'm not doing nothing on Facebook, but I'm leaving it in the hands of the law. Right.